Not been a minute. It's been like a day since I last streamed for the most part. Of course, we could do more Genshin, but before we do more Genshin, if you haven't read the title at all, I'm deciding to go ahead and why from the stream last night. I was bored after stream, but so essentially, what I did is I found this website. I'm gonna just say the name of it. It was Kamen Rider Maker because number one, I like Kamen Rider, and number two, I don't know how to make OCs correctly. So I usually rely on like a special thing. If you don't remember, like if my beginning, you saw like with the Sonic OC there back in the day when I did all Sonic OC stuff. I have like a whole bunch of them still saved. I think somewhere. Actually, do I still have them saved? I'm checking real quick. Checking my pictures. I think I have all of them saved in here. No, I do not. I only have my main OC. His original two looks before I did Roblox and got him his two looks. I have more looks, I just never took pictures of them yet. But this ain't about them. This is not about them. This is about Kamen Rider. And before you go,
emotions are like
yeah,
a raging
like
torrent that surges
mad
through the
raining.
mind.
I did
More often
because
than
since
not,
I'm a terrible
if you try to
drawer
hold them
and
back, you'll be
I
swept
don't
away
have a
by
good
their
idea for the
unstoppable
designs,
force.
I went ahead and
And if you
used
try to
Chat
ignore them
GPT. I
entirely,
know you
you'll
might
end
get
up
mad about
tearing
it because
yourself
like
to
people hate
pieces.
when AI makes stuff, but this for a reason like one, I'm not paying someone to draw it up. Two, I had no ideas on how I wanted it to really look. I only gave the ideas of like the details. Because on Kamen Rider Maker, and I'm gonna pull it up on my second thing because I have my screen split for streaming now. Kamen Rider Maker
Why does
has
Ashru sit up on the
character
counter?
slash name,
To
gender,
welcome our
information,
clients, of
rider
course.
name, and then
A
their
kitty's
motif,
gotta
which I just
earn
put the
his kibble
driver, which I
somehow.
used the build driver. Oh, you can make Gavin Infinity OC. Yeah, nice. I'll have to try that sometime. Not now though. But yeah, I'm not gonna show the screen of it. Actually, you guys want to see the screen of it? Yeah, screw it. I'll let you guys see the screen of it. Let me see. Screen share. I'm gonna just turn off the sound because we don't need any sound. Yep. I'll make it big so I can see. I mean, hold on, I'm gonna just increase the size a bit. Yeah. So this is the thing right here. So essentially, it's just put in the writer name, gender, information. Oh no, the character name, gender, information,
Don't trust your
like
eyes
what their purpose is.
uncritically. People only see
Writer
what they
name
want
and
to.
then motif.
So
I do
don't be
plan
your
to
own
probably
fool.
tomorrow because I ran out of picture creations on ChatGPT. I know that's weird, but yeah, I'm probably gonna send like a picture of this to Chimkin, tell him to fill it in on Discord, and then use ChatGPT because I think this is good ChatGPT. Yeah, right there. See, ChatGPT. Yeah, this is a type of dinosaur bot utilizes the AI chatbot ChatGPT. Yeah, so this is all using ChatGPT. You can't get mad though because I can do what I want. This is a free country. I'm just using it for something that's free. But yeah, other than that, which we're gonna stop sharing screen. I'm gonna get rid of that for a moment.
Emotions are like a raging
Nefer,
torrent that
may you please
surges
shut
through the
up?
mind.
I know you guys aren't really
More
that
often
loud.
than not,
I'm
if
actually
you
gonna
try
turn
to
you guys
hold them
all the way down
back,
so you
you'll
guys
be
can't
swept away
are
by
no longer talking. I'll turn you back up in a minute. But now with that out of the way, I have how many pictures? I have them all open right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pictures. Being 4 of my forms, no, 5 of my forms, 2 of them being upgrades, and then 4 forms for what you'll see in a second because it has a whole purpose. But other than that, I'm gonna throw them all on the left like the left side so that they're open there. It just makes it easier so that I can easily access the forms. Since there are a buttload of forms I was working on, especially before I started stream tonight. But it's all worth it. It's all worth it. It's for a good cause, aka my sanity, because I really wanted something cool. They've even become my background, which I need to add my which I might get rid of. I don't know. So almost done. Don't worry. I just got two more forms. Okay, then I'm now about to be on the last form. Making it go on my left side of my one screen. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna close them all real quick to make it nicer. So, without a doubt, hold on, seeing if anyone's chatting around YouTube. That is a negative worry. Other than that, we're gonna get the screen share up window. If I can get the window, I think I have to open it. I do have to open it. Okay, starting with the first one, which this one's a nice one. Hon, I'm just fixing the size of it. This is gonna be hard. Hold on, it's actually quite hard. Okay, there we go. No, okay. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that with the game in the background. This is Kamen Rider Midas. I know it kind of looks grainy. I'm actually gonna look over on YouTube or Twitch. Okay, yeah, there we go, Twitch. Maybe make it full screen real quick so I see. Yeah, okay, that works. That works. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's AI made, but that's not the point. Doesn't it look good? I think it looks good. I sent this to Chimkin before, and this is the base form essentially. And if you look at the driver right here, yeah, you can kind of tell this is the build driver. It's supposed to be the build driver. I mean, it's AI. The AI, of course, altered its look. I'm gonna drink. The AI, of course, altered the look, but the form came out actually nice. And this was first try too. I didn't have to revamp a couple of times. I will tell which forms these. A couple of revamps, but it came out good. Like, this is pretty neat of a first form, like base form. Being Kamen Rider Midas form Ice Dragon. Yeah, this is the Ice Dragon form, which it came out really good. Abilities are ice, manipulation, creates ice weapons, barriers, and freezing blast. Can slow enemies and summon ice constructs. Makes sense. Technically, the ice is supposed to be stasis, but I don't know if ChatGPT would have thrown it as a time instead, so that's why I left it. This ain't the actual origin story, kind of. I guess it could be. Discovers an ancient artifact linking to the ice dragon, granting him the power to protect reality. Yeah, I mean, I still have to throw in Fortnite somewhere. Reality. But we look down here, we have the Frost Saber, an ice-infused blade that freezes opponents upon contact. Oh, so stronger than the blade. Didn't make sense. Frost Saber can freeze anything it touches, unleash the power of absolute zero. Which, of course, here's the pose. It's whatever ChatGPT came up with. I don't care. If you look at the build one, it says insert dragon full bottle, which, hey, they got the name of it right. Bad news. There's no ice one. There's descriptions if here. I'm not going to go too deep into the descriptions, but this just shows like each piece of it. Luckily, correctly, our abilities, which are only 3, but they do grow. They do grow. Is Ice Blast, Ice Barrier, Ice Construct, and then we have a profile down here. -5 to preserve for the preservation of reality, wielding the power of ice with a heart as cold as snow, yet as pure as crystals. And then we have his his finisher, Absolute Zero. Midas summons the Ice Dragon's power, unleashing a gigantic dragon made of ice that freezes anything in its path, which I think is pretty good. Can't go wrong with that. Freezing everything in its path. This is really. I'm surprised how, because like I'm not the person to draw, and plus I wasn't gonna pay anyone. I only have like $25 on my Venmo. I wasn't gonna spend my time getting someone to do this for me. I could just do this. And it worked out. Yeah, it worked out. Okay, well, that's that form, by the way. So I'm going to change the screen share over. I'm going to get the second form ready, which this one came out really good as well. So, hold on. I got to change it real quick. Here it is. This should just change it. Yep. Second form being a good one. Xbox, you're not going in the energy saver or anything. This one is Solar Fox. I took the Fox idea for Yeats, but the Solar I took from Destiny. Luckily, no solar energy. Okay, but this one has more. Harnesses the power of the sun and the spirit of the fox. Midas can manipulate solar energy, create blinding light, and move with unparalleled speed. He can incinerate enemies with solar flares and create illusions using mirage of light. Which, of course, the incinerating thing wouldn't work against enemies because if you haven't seen Kamen Rider, which you probably all never seen it, yeah, that does not work how that. But of course, we have his pose. This is actually his pose, which I think it actually works really well for the character. The sword looks familiar, of course, because well, kind of. Actually, no, not really. It does. Yeah, I thought it looked a little bit. It might be a little one. A blade forged from consecrated sunlight. It's. Oh yeah, never did origin. After mastering the Ice Dragon powers, Midas uncovers a second ancient artifact sealed within the sun's core. I don't know how it got to the sun. Good point. It grants him the Solar Fox powers, combining wisdom, speed, and the might of the sun. The Solar Saber, a blade forged from consecrated sunlight, it burns with intense heat, capable of incinerating foes with purifying darkness. Keep a idea of the darkness. Over here, of course, we're not going to worry about the driver because it's not even correct. The armor, you can kind of see close-ups of what it kind of looks like in a way, which at least right now it comes out how it should look like. His abilities, we have 4 abilities now. This is nice. Solar Flare, Light Mirage, Sun Barrier, so we keep the barriers, and then Radiating Dash, which I guess is one of the, well, I guess they're all different, except for the barrier. Maybe this one helps against heat and melting stuff. Of course, we have Profile with the Heart of the Sun and the Wisdom of the Fox. Midas shines as the golden guardian of hope, fast as the winds, brilliant as the sun. His just I don't even like that. I don't like that. I don't like this. But I'm not going back. The suit actually looks like it did a good job for the most part. Solar eruption. Midas summons the full might of the sun, releasing a massive explosion of light that reduces everything to ash. Keep an idea of that for one of the things we'll see. But that's that form. We had to bring out probably. Yeah, fun. I know I'm live. This form is definitely something. This next one's definitely something. Meet the longest name I have. Dark Lightning Two-Tailed Tiger. Don't ask. I would have done like Two-Tailed like Madatabi from Naruto, but this worked and the name's too long, but this is just the Berserk form. So if you want to just cross this out and say Berserk, because that's what it is. And of course, if you don't know, yeah, it's literally just reading all this. We're not gonna take too much longer now. If you just read all this, Berserk levels, allow overwhelms enemies with relentless like few strikes. Right here, Feral Instinct becoming a force of destruction that cannot be contained. Yeah, that's literally what it is. This is the Berserk form. Cannot be contained. Full of darkness. This is the dark form that the other form the fox form would have been able to defeat or stop. It cannot stop this form. This form is too powerful, and like you have a couple minutes with controlness, like where you have some control. But the more you fight, the more control you lose. However, his weapons are the claws now, which is nice. But we also go down here. His abilities are Dark Lightning Slash, Two-Tailed Rush, Shadow Step, so sneakiness, and then Tiger Eruption. With his final finisher being Tiger of Oblivion. Which I'm going to just say is like a more powerful rider kick. But this is the dangerous form. Like this will pack a punch, and someone could take wouldn't be able to possibly take this much damage that it would release because it's so chaotic. This looks like an Oni. Also, I think, I think this was taken from somewhere and just recolored. AI does what it wants. 'Cause that's not a tiger, that's like an Oni. But now we're getting into his final. We're going to be getting into my OC's final form. So I'm going to pull up the first one that I made. I know, getting so quickly into the final forms, but it's worth it. This one is a nice one. This is Solar Fox Master. So essentially, having transcended the height of. Oh, I never said what forms had problems when being made. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna forget this form for a second. I actually did forget about that. Okay, I forgot about this form again. Yeah, I forgot. This form took a while to actually make. So the first design was too complicated, so I domed down on it. I had it make it similar. Looks similar around what this looked like. But the chest piece had a lion face on it, so I was like, nope, 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 nope. And I told it to redo the chest piece, and we got what the form looks like now. Back to the other form, however. Let me close this real quick. Back to this form. This form also had a problem. It was only one small problem. It looked too close to its normal like base looking form of it. So I had it upgraded and got this, which actually looks better. The helmet, and you could say the helmet still looks like it, but I say it looks a bit more fierce in a way. But having trends to the heights of solar power and Fox Wisdom, Midas becomes the Solar Fox Master. His abilities reach their absolute peak, granting him limitless control over solar energy and unrivaled combat paralysis. He can command the power of 1,000 suns, erase darkness from existence, and bring hope to all life. Yeah, so I forgot to say the other form uses the hazard trigger. Hazard trigger you can't see here though, because it doesn't want it. But yeah, right here. After mastering the true potential of the sun and the fox, Midas uses the hazard trigger to break past his limits and unlock the ultimate solar resonance. I don't know. Becoming Solar Fox Master, the eternal light that guides all creation. Which, I mean, it's definitely a master like form. Also, if you look down here, got a nice. The sword grew or became more powerful, I should say. A lot of the forms are going to look similar, but are more powerful. So right here, which this was solar for no, well no yeah. So internal sun eruption. I'm gonna say big explosion. Radiant Fox Mirage XEX. Well, I'm gonna say it's just the Mirage again, but the stronger. This one definitely probably almost unbreakable. If it's some barrier, just a giant circle, pretty much. His speed increased, so his speed is technically faster than the Berserk form's speed. Only it's more honed. Well, the other one's more chaos. Then True Solar Nova. I'm just gonna say it's a supernova. Not gonna read a profile anymore because that was sus. But here we go. Dawn of Eternity. Midas calls forth the might of countless suns and the eternal fox, unleashing a cataclysmic explosion of light that purifies darkness and restores all that is lost. Ooh, that actually seems really nice. But yeah, this form had a mistake, but it was able to easily get fixed. Next form being the true final form, for now at least, until it's a new form, was the hardest form to figure out because it was on the same one. It was on the same like chat box with it. But I was able to finally, when I opened the new one, input the picture, tell it to upgrade the look, boom. So here is the final form, the real final form, Ice Dragon Master. I know, similar, but they just have Master at the end. But yeah, this one is definitely my favorite. Which this ability description is weaker, but controls ice on a divine level, creates weapons, barriers, blizzards, and constructs without limit. Manipulates sub-zero energy to overwhelm time and space. Surprising. Like I said, time and space always show up again. Origin minus, I don't know the word fully with the Ice Dragon, transcends human limits and becomes its true master. Wow, okay, nice. His weapon, the Master Saber. Ooh. Oh, so that's why the one character we'll see in a minute is one thing. I guess it's just the sword looks like that in the picture. Yeah, the Master Saber, around the same but stronger, I guess. Hey, this time they give us a full look at the front, back, and the front side and back, which is nice. Xbox, stop trying to turn off. Seriously, stop trying to turn off. Down here, his finisher, Dragon Master's Absolute Blizzard, which I think is the same as the other one, but might emerge with the Ice Dragon becoming one with the cold beyond zero. Yeah, so we are way stronger and can freeze one more things. This one's new. Ice Dragon Tail, which I guess is the cape right here. It looked like made of pure ice energy for offense and crowd control. Ooh, nice. But here's abilities. Abilities grew a lot. We got three. We got two extra. So we have Absolute Zero Nova, which we don't know what it is, but powerful. I'm guessing. A Glacier Storm. So I'm gonna say just a giant snowstorm, but instead of snow, it's ice. Crystal Domain. A more powerful shield. Dragon Breath EX. So I'm gonna say it's just a giant beam in a way. Ice clones, so the clones from the Solar Fox form make a return this time with ice clones. Master Saber finisher. It's just a finisher for the sword. What happened to the background of the game? Game source is bugging out, bro. Like always, it bugs out in the middle of my stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna guess it's just a finisher with the sword. But this one's nice. Frozen Time, Sub-Zero Stop. So it's coming back to the time right here, time and space. But this is a nice one. The cold is no longer a weapon. It is his will. Nice. I think that's nice. But now we're going into one of the game source is bugging out today, bro. It is not like this, bro. I don't think the bugs. Hold on, we're gonna switch the screens for this real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna go ahead and switch the screens. So I'm gonna move my mic all the way to the intermission real quick. Okay, well, that form is definitely a nice one. Next one, however, just remember the first form in a way for this one. So in Kamen Rider Build, there's a evil like driver or a character named Evolt. So when you see this one, you might understand where it's coming from. I gotta adjust the picture. You gotta be joking, bro. Does that look good? That looks good enough. Okay. Pull back up the picture. Where is it? Here it is. This is Kamen Rider Evolt Ice Dragon form. Yeah, so Evil makes a show in this, because in the show, Evil takes possession over Sento and Baja, or Build and Cross Z, and they get their own like personal forms with him. So I thought, why don't we do it as well for this form and the other two forms? Yeah, so the three base forms, Solar Fox and Berserk, all have their own forms with Evolved, of course. So this one, a fusion of Midas's ice dragon power and evil scientific brilliance, commands ice and golden energy to freeze, shatter, and control opponents. This is good. When Sento and Bajo's powers resonate, evil is born. Is that actually true? I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. How was evil created and Kamen Rider build? Huh. So he's a parasite from Tribe. Okay. Maybe their powers helped create the driver. I don't know. I haven't got that far in build. I gotta continue watching it. Back to it. Skipping all that. Combining their evolutionary potential into one ultimate form. This thing is ultimate form. But with the Frost Evolved Saber. So, essentially the Ice Saber, or whatever it was called, into a more powerful saber. A blade of ice and gold capable of freezing and shattering anything it touches, unleashing the power of evolution and absolute zero. Yeah, so he is definitely something. Abilities: Ice Blast Evolution, Golden Ice Barrier, Evolution Quake, and Ice Dragon Summon, of course. The ultimate fusion of two evolutions. Evolve becomes the strongest rider born from combining ideal science and ice. He is the beginning and end of evolution. Yeah. And then we have his final one, which takes the absolute. Oh no, this one's different. Absolute zero, I think, was the other one. Hold on, let me look at it real quick. Oh, it was absolute zero was the first one, so it just takes the absolute, and then it was absolute blizzard was the second one. This is absolute evolution. Evil unleashes the full power of Ice Dragon evolution, freezing everything in a golden zero that shatters reality itself. So he's a reality bending character essentially, or fusion of my base form with Evolt to create this, which is insane and it looks beautiful. This next one is probably one of Evolt's strongest forms, I say. And like I said, I want to make a rider for Chimkin. So Chimkin, if you're on stream, I'll send you the thing, and then I'll make the rider for you. Here is Solar Fox Evolt, and this one even has a little text. Hold on, did the other one have text? No, it didn't. But this one has some text. Wait, hold on. Maybe I just skipped it. Oh wait, some of these have like. Oh, I just realized the Ice Dragon Master had one. It's Ultimate Ice Absolute Mastery. That's nice. The other one did, but this one does. Evolved by the sun, perfected by greed. I guess for some reason Evil is greedy. I don't think he is greedy. I think it's because the goldness, like all the gold on him, made him look greedy. There we go. Solar Fox. The Solar Fox form inherited the burning power of the Solar Fox and the boundless potential of Evolt. He manipulates solar energy at a cellular level, transforming it into explosive strength, regeneration, and absolute destruction. The fusion of Kamen Rider Midas and Evolt's genius, after absorbing the solar core and transcending Evolt's limits, this form represents the evolution of greed into divinity. Yeah. As you can see, it definitely resembles Solar Fox because I just took the picture of base Solar Fox and a picture of Evolt and just told it to fuse them together. This one did have some problems. This one had a little bit of problems. The helmet wasn't good the first time. It looked more like Evil. Then I got it right the second time. I just had to alter the head a little bit because it was a little too big. It was more of a bobblehead than a actual rider, which I fixed. I got the head fixed. But yeah, it looks good. His sword does really resemble the old thing, and you can even see like a fusion between Evolt and my character, who doesn't even look like Solar Fox. It looks more like evil, like a fully evil, like the evil driver in a Solar Fox. But yeah, that works. This one they forgot to put the arms in, but it's fine. But here we go. His abilities are Solar Eruption, which I think we had before. Eternal Solar Eruption, so I just took the Eternal out. For a second there, I just heard something. I think I'm going delusional. God, bro, I literally thought I just heard someone in my house. Okay, anyways, we have Fox Agility, so it's just his speed. Evolve Physics, don't know what that works. I can guess it just makes him stronger, or he's able to use science. On my chair's stuck to the stupid rug again, so I gotta fix that. I hate this rug. I hate this rug only because it's stuck to the chair all the time, and I can't get the rug moved because it's stuck on their heavy stuff. I'm gonna guess it's just like he can use science. Like, let's see, this little sun particle he used solar eruption, but he needs it to be more over here. He can use physics to make a whole chain to go over here. I want to guess how it works. Solar regeneration is he just heals, so he's pretty much almost immune in this form. Infinite potential, I guess he just means he has so much potential. I really don't know. A form born from ambition and evolution, neither hero nor villain. Evolved Solar Fox exists beyond both, pursuing only the ultimate evolution and control over all energy. Yeah, I mean, he literally controls solar energy with this. And now, Infinite Solar Greed, the finisher. Evolved Solar Fox unleashes all stolen and generated solar energy into a massive golden explosion, erasing everything in its path without mercy. He does not have mercy, from what I know. I have not seen him in the show, actually. God, it's nighttime in Genshin Impact. Who knew? But yeah, this form, sick. Definitely an upgrade from the other form, but they're both equal in power in a way. Just like they both have weaknesses that are not seen. Now, Evolved's next form does not count him as a berserk form. This is not counted as a berserk form. So you know. Well, it says berserk form, it's my berserk form as Evolved. Like if Evil and the berserk form fuse together. Meet Evolved berserk form. He's not berserk, don't worry about it. There is no better, I don't want the long name. Okay, Darkness Lightning Evolution ability. Evolved unleashes the fury of the evolution of the, and the God, I've been talking about this for 30 minutes. God dang. Okay, we're just gonna skip through. Yeah, he's essentially my berserk form, but way stronger. As his abilities are actually, I think, just one-ups from mine, essentially. Yeah, so Evolved Break Slash, Two-Tailed Evolution Rush, Shadow Evolution Step, Tiger Eruption, which I think might be different than the first one. No, they're the exact same. So they both have Tiger Eruption. Okay, next one. Consumes by ambition, driven by power. By evolution, Evolved becomes the ultimate evolutionary predator. Yeah, whatever. Tiger of Evolved Ambition, Oblivion. Sorry. Evolved is just the only thing different here. Uh, Evolved releases a devastating roar that empowers dark lightning and evolution energy, obliterating everything in a storm of fangs and thunder. Yeah. Claws, of course, are the weapon. The helmet actually on this one was hard to figure out because it just had a hard time getting a correct helmet. And I don't think I said it. I didn't say it about. I'm gonna go back in a second to Stasis Dragon Mastered. Yeah, so pretty much, they actually have a line: becoming a force of destruction that cannot be contained. He can't be contained. I forgot to say this about my about this form. So maybe I did say it, maybe then. This form had problems. This form had problems. So this is when I was still doing it all on the same chat thing with ChatGPT, I guess. Yeah, this thing had problems. It would not give me a good form. There were some that were decent and got me kind of close. They were not good. They were not good. I was like this one. They were not good. Like they just did not do good. Oh yeah, there was also these for us to talk about. Dragon Ascent, Ice Dragon Summon, and then Master Release. I don't know what those are. They just added there. Yeah, this form had problems. Luckily, I got a good one. But now we're on to Evolt's final form. This one combines the three Evolt forms that I gave it. So, witness Trinity Infinity form. I let ChatGPT make this one. Yeah, so Trinity Infinity form, Evolt. Trinity Evolution, the ultimate fusion of the Ice Dragon, Solar Fox, and Berserk evolution. Evolt transcends all boundaries, commanding ice, fire, lightning, and darkness as one. He embodies the beginning and end the complete evolution. Origins, born from the union of Centaur, Ponder, and Midas evolution cores. Don't ask me why it says evolutionary cores. I do not know. Evil achieves the perfect synthesis by devouring all evolutionary paths. His greed, genius, and ambition fused being into a being beyond time and reason. We're gonna skip over here. Evolved Trinity Infinity. yeah, they could say it. Now, the Build driver or the Evolve driver and Trinity bottles. So I just literally grabbed all three pictures and I was actually running out of the things I had. So essentially the first one, everything else was fine. It's just the helmet sucked. Then the second one, there was two helmet designs. This one looks better than the other one. The other one I didn't like a lot. But yeah, so this one, Evolve Trinity bottles. Yeah, so there's three bottles. I guess you all somehow combine them together and then combine in the Trinity driver unit. Don't know where that unit is. Engine into Evolve Trinity Infinity. He even has a stat chart. ChatGPT was nice enough to give us a stat chart. Offense, infinite. Defense, infinite. Speed, infinite. Evolution, infinite. Destruction, infinite. Infinity, infinite. Yeah, let's go to his weapon. The Trinity Infinity Blade. Yeah, look at that thing. A sword of infinite potential. Forged from the three evolutions, its blade can shift between ice, fire, lightning, and darkness, or because lightning and darkness are the same thing in this situation, unleashing devastating attacks beyond imagination. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what it is. Of course, you can see these three help to form his thing right here, or his helmet. Each evolution combined together to create his helmet. Ice Dragon plus Solar Fox plus Berserk equals Infinity. Yeah, so he's pretty much Infinity in some. His chart right here, telling us things. Let's move on to his profile real quick. Yeah, his profile. The culmination of all dreams, ambitions, and evolution. Evolved. Trinity Infinity form stands as the ultimate life form, beyond heroes and villains, beyond life and death. I am evolution, I am eternal. He is Ultron. He is literally Ultron, but better. He could kill Ultron in one hit. That sword will kill Ultron in one hit because he can access multiple powers and even fuse them at once. His abilities, which are something. So we start with Ice Dragon Absolute Zero. As we go look at his other forms real quick, it is Absolute Zero. It is a finisher move. Absolute Zero. He can access finisher moves. Infinity Flare. Solar Fox Infinity Flare. Let's see. Let's go look at Solar Fox real quick. We have Solar Flare. Maybe it's on its final form. No. Maybe it's on the Evolve form. No. Yes, so Solar Flare. So this is some more powerful Solar Flare. Now Dark Oblivion. Dark Oblivion. I feel like we've heard that from somewhere. Let's see. We have Tiger of Oblivion. So it's literally Tiger of Oblivion. But it's Dark Oblivion. Now we have his barrier move because everyone has to have a barrier in a way. Trinity Barrier. Yeah, it's just fair. Infinity Acceleration, obviously leading to our two speed things, the Fox and the Tire. Evolution Drive, I'm gonna say it's like a special rider kick. Like I said. And then Omega Destruction, which how I like to see it is he puts his hand up to the like this right here, and just the black hole looking thing starts to form, and then he just throws it out to like a city, and it just takes the black hole until he can't fit anything else. Now, before we actually go and play Genshin, we've been talking about this for almost an hour already. Bro, I talk a lot. I talk a lot. Finisher, Infinity, Trinity, Oblivion. Evo unleashes the total power of all of the three evolutions in an all incapacitating strike, erasing everything in existence and rewriting evolution itself. God, he's gonna rewrite evolution himself. Shuriken, when your writer gets made, beware. Beware. Beware that this guy right here is the ultimate warrior. God, I should see if ChatGPT thinks this. You screw it, guys. We're gonna open ChatGPT real quick. We're gonna open ChatGPT real quick. Let's open ChatGPT real quick. Oh, wait, let you guys see it. Chat. Oh, GPT. I'm yawning already. I can't be on. I don't need an image. I need a new chat. Okay. Let me actually let me get the question fully ready first. Okay. Evolt Trinity. And then we're gonna put the guy at the top. The Kamen Rider at a time. So who likes some Geo? Save as an image real quick. Yeah, I'll delete it right after. Okay, I think we're ready. I'm gonna let you guys see the screen now. Well, I'm fixing it for you guys real quick. I think this is good enough. You guys can't really see the thing, but I'm gonna make sure you guys can see the chat. Okay, who would win in a fight? Kamen Rider Evolt Trinity. Is it Trinity Infinity or something else? Trinity Infinity. Trinity Infinity. Or I spelled Kamen Rider wrong. Kamen Rider Geo. Okay. This is life history right here. If we're talking about probably still winning, it's your customer concept. Your evolved is insanely stacked. It combines evolved's cosmic abilities with elemental fusions, infinity themed power scaling, and multiversal style attacks. Versatility yeah. It feels like a final boss rider beyond evolt black hole. Yeah, beyond the actual one. The image describes powers like infinity evolution, space-time erasure, wins actually probably omega destruction, combined element mastery, endless adaptations that would put him in the top tier fan-made rider territory. Bro, top tier fan made rider territory. It's just a combination of the three forms. But Omadir is basically written as a narrative cheat code. Yeah, he is a cheat code. I was gonna say he probably wouldn't be able to. Okay, here we go. He put a category for us. Okay, raw destruction power extremely high. Adaptive, yeah, already beyond most writers, possibly limitless. Yeah, simply implied absolute mastery. Okay, yeah, he strong, stronger. Fan made cosmic god. No, I just fused three together. You made this, ChatGPT. You made the form. Canon King of Time. Winning conditions. Overwhelmed extinction. Rewriting extinction. Yeah, I was gonna say probably wouldn't win. But now I kind of feel curious. Is this pulled by a? It is not. Okay, we're fine. But we have other forms. I want to throw. I want to throw. I want to throw. Okay, we're gonna throw the three basic forms against their evolved forms and see how they do. Hold on, give me a second though. Okay. We're gonna do Stasis Dragon against Evolved Stasis Dragon. Okay, we're gonna throw these two against each other and see who would win. Who? Oh, hold on. Who would win in a fight? Kamen Rider Midas Ice Dragon or Kamen Rider Evolved Ice Dragon? Who would win the fight? That's okay. I gotta press the arrow myself. Okay, this is the new answer. Kamen Rider Evil Ice Dragon will mostly win. Here is what. The heck? I don't need to see those. Okay, okay, we're gonna skip off these because these are other people's fan made ones, which we don't need to see. Midas Ice Dragon is essentially a high tier elemental rider. Absolute zero ice powers, freezing construction, defensive barrier. Yeah, It was like a heroic guardian of because he is. Type balance offense and defense. His abilities are devastating against physical opponents because freezing attacks can slow or immobilize enemies instantly. Strengths. Tactical fighter, superior freezing, controllability, strong defensive options, high mobility and precision. Yeah. Weaknesses. Primarily elemental based. Limited reality manipulation, bro. You want me to have now? What about evil right here? What about this? You didn't even tell me. Power. Okay, power ceiling. Okay, cool. Evil. Okay, evil storm. Okay, evil dragon. Ice dragon takes Midas's ice abilities and combines them with evil's core traits, evolution and adaptation. Uh, that changes everything. The form describes already implied reality shattering attacks, evolution applications, scientific energy manipulation, golden ice construction, enhanced destructive output, fusion level power scaling. And Canada Evil is already absurdly dangerous. Black hole manipulation, energy absorption, adaptive evolution, near limitless growth potential. So this form isn't just ice powers plus armor. It's basically what if Evil gained absolute zero dragon abilities on top of cosmic evolution. Oh god, they're not gonna win. My base form's not gonna win. We're gonna the master form's gonna win. We're gonna open the master form's gonna win. It's their two, and then we gotta see which one's gonna beat the one if mine lose. Okay, ice abilities. Okay, yeah, amplified. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, well, how the battle likely goes. Okay, yeah. First, Midas probably controls the battlefield better. His freezing techniques and Barry could pressure Evolt. Frost Saber combat may even overpower Evolt briefly, but Evolt's definitely traits is evolution through conflict. As the battle continues, my foot is killing me. Hold on. Okay, I'm back to the battle. As the battle continues, Evil attacks to the freezing, evolves countermeasures, absorbs and weaponizes the ice energy. Well, he has his own. Escalates into increasingly destructive forms. He only has one form of this, so he's not allowed to use his other forms yet. Eventually, Midas gets overrun by higher destructive alpha, evolution scaling, better regenerative, and endurance. He doesn't even have regeneration abilities, only regenerating eyes. Rarely breaking attacks like Absolute Evolution. Verdict, Kamen Rider Evil Ice Dragon wins. Difficulty mid to high difference. A balance warrior. Some his base form is balanced, which it makes sense. Base forms are always balanced. Okay, we got our verdict here. We must give a win. I'm actually gonna put a counter up here. I'm actually gonna put a counter on this list real quick. On here, no, that's not what I need. The why in the world would the text need a screen share? What the heck, bro? Okay. I'm gonna figure this out real quick. Okay, Midas slash Evolt. Evolt is gonna be right side. Midas is gonna be left side. So it is 0 to 1 right now. Where do we want to put this for now? Probably up here, top right corner. What does it look like on stream? Yeah, okay, yeah, here. Okay, so Evolt is currently winning this fight. I know, kind of weird. I'm doing this right now in the middle of my stream, but I have all night. I have all night. I have all tomorrow. I have all summer to do this. Actually, I have until Malwig comes out. Or gets her rerun. Okay, it's fine. I have plenty of time. Okay, we're going to be doing the next forms on this list. So we're going to be doing Solar Fox, which is one of my favorite forms, of course. Ice Dragon and this are my favorite forms. I just needed a Berserk form, and I got the design that was good enough. Now, Evil Solar Fox, I already think is going to win because it just is. Let's see. I'm going to go up here and take what I said for this. I'm just gonna revamp what I said here. Okay. Head of Kamen Rider minus Ice Dragon. No. Fix this. Solar Fox or Evolt. Solar Fox. We're probably gonna see a lot of the repeats of what they already said. So here we go. I'm just going a little bit. Okay. Kamen Rider Evolt. Yeah, almost every time. Yeah. This is probably the biggest gap yet between Midas form and the evil enhanced version because of Solar Fox already emphasized. Speed, energy manipulation, intelligence, adaptability. Yeah. Uh, those are exactly areas where you'll. Okay, yeah. So, question: why is there an upgraded Grand Geo, Squirrel Girl, and then Ryuga here? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Uh, Midas Solar Fox is like a perfect light speed elemental rider. Solar flares, mirage illusion, radiant dash, movement, sunlight construction, purification attacks. He's fast, tactical, and heroic. His abilities suggest hypersonic / light speed combat, battlefield controlled through illusion, intense heat and light attacks, precision swordsmanship. He dominates most standard riders. I could beat some riders. I could beat some canon riders. He ain't canon. Biggest strengths: his combination of speed, deception, solar energy, tactical intelligence. Ooh, thank you very much. He fights like a blazing trickster knight. He's not even a trickster. He's a rogue. Okay, the world wants to know why he's here. Why are you here? Why is Kuga here? Why is Kuga from what is Kuga's decayed form here? Okay, here we go. Evil. Okay, Evil Solar Fox takes all of that, but removes the limits. The profile and ability imply infinite energy growth, cellular level, solar manipulation, regeneration, adaptive evolution, explosion, cosmic scale output, infinite potential. Of course, that's one of his abilities. This form feels less like a rider and more like a living solar catastrophe. And Evol's kin traits matter a lot. We already said this. I'm just gonna get that. Okay, here. Speed, extremely high. Equal or greater? Do we want to say equal or greater? We're gonna say greater for now because we have to still put him against the master form. Solar power, pure control. Yeah, destructive. I mean, unless I can heal myself, which I can't because that's not one of my guy's abilities yet. I don't think it is yet. Superior. Uh, illusions. Yeah, he probably would. Limited. Yeah, very high. He has regenerate. He actually evil is said to have regenerative abilities. That's it. And yeah, he can't. He can't face. Oh God. He's already said to be stronger. I made the guy who's stronger than his candidate. One, okay. Oh, the fight goes. Okay, we gotta see this. This is a death battle. This is a death battle right here. Okay, early battle. Midas likely has an advantage. Yeah, speed. Yeah. Of course, he he could generally overwhelm Evolve initially with radiant dash blitz. There's no blitz. Solar Saber combos and concentrated flare attacks. Mid battle. This is where everything shifts. Evil begins adapting to light patterns, absorbing solar energy, regenerating from damage. Evolve encounters do illusion at speed. The more energy Midas outputs, the stronger Evolve becomes. In game, eventually, Evil Solar Fox reaches a level Midas cannot sustain against infinite output solar attacks, regenerative loop, e- evolving resistance, reality burning finish, like soul. Yeah, we're not beating him. at, at the at that point, Midas gets outscaled. Of course, I do. Mid difference, I guess that is. I don't know. It's clean faster and Midas. Okay, yeah. Difficulty mid difficult, I guess. My Solar Fox is cleaner, faster, and more heroic, but Evil Solar Fox is initially Solar Fox powered, fused with an endless evil catcher predator. That's an unfair matchup for almost anyone in Kamen Rider scaling. Because it is. It's just geek. It's like it is because it is. Okay, well, we gotta do the next forms. And we already know that Evolt Trinity is the strongest form for Evolt, so we'll be throwing our strongest forms against it, which will not include Berserk because Berserk I still count as one of the lower skills because he's not getting any more. So we have our Berserk form, and then we have Evolt's Berserk form. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the scaling again. Hold on. Yeah, we're too low. Or O2. I'm not putting the full names of the actual forms. Okay, this is gonna be probably an easy one for Evolt, maybe. The other one seems like it's probably an easy one. Yeah, wins, and this is probably the most brutal matchup out of all the forms so far. Oh wait, because they're berserk forms. Yeah, of course it's gonna be brutal. This reaches so once becomes a monster consuming by ferocity. It becomes a monster evolving through. This is a that difference is huge. Hey, we got some. Heck is that? I guess they really like the tiger forms. This is from Kiva. This is a fake. Okay, Midas Berserk is terrifying in direct combat. His power emphasizes Berserk aggressive, overwhelming speed, dark lightning attacks, savage claw combat, tearing attacks, destructive instinct. This form likely feels like a living storm. Relentless offers near unpredictable attack chains, brutal close range dominance. The Tiger of Oblivion finisher expects massive area devastation and raw killing power. Killing power. Biggest strengths: pure combat pressure. Minus Berserk probably fights with almost no hesitation or restraint because it ain't. Non-stop blitz attacks, lightning enhanced feral movements, reality ripping claw strikes. Against most riders, that alone could end the fight instantly. I created a devil form. I created a devil form. Oh my god. How would build across crossing Greece and Rogue deal with this? Because technically this is in the build universe. God, how would they deal with this? Oh, that's sick right here. The heck is this? I need to open it on a new tab. What in the world is this? Oh, that's sick. Oh, what is actually sick, bro? That is sick. I'm saving this thing as an image. This is sick. I did that image right there. That was actually sick. Hold on, I gotta see it again, up close this time. The heck is it? It's right here. That is a sick image. I like that. It's like all the evil, like the main, like you know what I mean. Okay, this image is sick. I like this one. Okay, time for Evil Berserk. Evil Berserk takes that exact same Berserker concept and adds Evil's greatest trait. Yeah, his evolution. Yeah, adapted evolution. The profile and ability implies evolved speed, isolation, amplified destruction force. Really tearing, darkness lightning, limited battle. Yeah, this battle. What if a berserk form could constantly improve while enraged? He ain't. So here's the thing: Evolt is not enraged. He has control of this berserk form. I probably should have said that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay, so it actually proved that he would contain his IQ, while mine would be reduced by rage. Growth rate limited, constantly escalating. Yeah, how the fight goes. Mine's per Berserk probably stronger. That's how every form is. His raw ferocity and instinct speed could overwhelm Evolve early. Shadow Step, two-tailed rush combo, non-stop Claw Barrage. This form feels more savage and less controlled. For a while, Evolt may actually get pushed back mid-battle. This is where the turn's tide, of course. Unlike Midas, Evolt's Berserk keeps evolving, adapting to attack rhythms, increasing power output, developing resistance to Dark Lightning, weaponizing the chaos of the battle itself. And importantly, Evolt likely keeps his strategies intelligence even in a berserk mode. That's devastating. So instead of becoming mindless rage, he becomes an evolving predator in game. Eventually, evil berserk reaches a point where Midas can no longer damage him effectively. Dark lightning gets countered. Speed advantage spears. Raw power gap widens. Then Tiger of Evolved Oblivion likely finishes the fight with overwhelming force. Verdict. Winner is, of course, Evil. High difference. This is closer than the other matchups because Midas Berserk is absolutely lethal in direct combat. But Evolve Berserk, yeah, he has all those again. Or, okay, time for the supers. We're going to start with the Fox one again because we got to leave my super for last. So, we got to go with the bat. We got to go with the Fox Master. Versus Evolve Solar Fox. So we're gonna type in here Solar Fox Master. or Solar Fox. This I want us to have a higher chance of winning. It might be closer. This is the closest fight yet. Unlike the earlier matchups, Kamen Rider Minus Solar Fox Master is no longer just basic counterpart. This form sounds like Midas has already reached a transcended final form state. Limitless solar control, power of 1,000 suns, light speed, domination, dimensional cutting weaponry, restorative and purification abilities, seemingly infinite mastery over solar energy. This changes the balance dramatically. Okay, we don't even know who wins yet. Oh wait, I never did the. Hold on, I forgot about the. Evil has 3 on us. Okay, this might change the battlefield entirely. Kamen Rider Might is Solar Fox Master. This form feels almost divine. The biggest difference from previous Midas forms is he no longer relies on raw aggression. That's only with one form. One form has aggression. He achieves complete mastery. The form reads like a true final hero form. Internal light that guides creation. Abilities like Internal Sun Eruption, Infinite Sun Barrier, Lightspeed Dominion, True Solar Nova suggest cosmic scale, energy protection, near perfect defense, extreme speed, battlefield wide control, potential reality cleansing power, and importantly, this form seems emotionally stable and fully disciplined. That that matters a lot against Evolt. Evolt's turn, which for some reason we're getting a Heisei Rider. I think this is the K21, but better. Is this Geo 21? Hold on, what is this? No, it's a upgraded. This is an upgrade. No, this is just an upgraded Decade. Oh, is this a movie Decade? I don't know. I see Geo at the bottom. Nope. This is. I think this is the K21 was better. Still worse. Okay. Evolt Solar Fox is still terrifying because of an evolution, regenerative abilities, energy absorption, adaptive combat scaling, overwhelming destructive output. This form entirely identity is endless growth through greed and evolution. This in most matchups, this battle and becomes unbeatable over time. The key difference here, Midas Solar Fox may actually counter Evolve conceptually. Why? Because his power aren't just strong solar attacks. This describes almost like purification, internal light, restoration, transcendent mastery. That's important because Evolve's greatest strengths are corruption, adaptation, energy consumption, chaotic scaling. Solar Master Solar Fox Master sounds like a perfect opposite force. Fighting breakdown. Raw power, extreme. Speed, extremely high, possibly superior. Energy control, nearly perfect. Adaptive, okay, that could be something. Regeneration, moderate, very high. Okay, so he still has better healing. Combat discipline, tactical predator, master level. Adaptation, infinite evolution, stable mastery. Purification, yeah, vulnerable possibility, major advantage. Long fighting scaling, possibly endless, high but caped. Okay, how the battle goes. Okay, this is probably the first time Evil doesn't immediately gain control. Midas Solar Fox Master likely dominates the battlefield initially through overwhelming light output, superior pressure, fast movement, dimensional sword strikes, infinite sun barrier defense. Evo would be pressured hard. Mid battle, Evo begins to adapt, absorbing solar energy, evolving resistance, and then analyzing movement patterns, regenerating damage. Normally, this is where he takes over, but Solar Frog's Midas ability sounds less like normal energy attacks, and more like divine purification, absolute solar authority, I don't know what the word is, light power that could interfere with evolves and if evolution cycle itself in game. This becomes a clash between perfect mastery versus endless evolution. If Midas can destroy or purify Evolve fast enough using attacks like Dawn of Eternity, that's his finisher, True Solar Nova, then he can win before Evolve fully adapts. If the battle drags on too long, evolves beyond the damage threshold and overwhelms him. Verdict: slight edge. Kamen Rider Solar. We won. We won. We won. Extreme difference. This is the first matchup where Midas likely has a real winning condition. Why? Because Solar Fox Masters sounds like a completed transcendent final form rather than a partial evolution. He has mastery instead of rage. The rage was one form, bro. The rage was one form. Divine skill, solar control, purification abilities, immense speed, stable, limitless, bot. There is a bot in my bots. Get out of this place. May 2026. That was yesterday. You know what? I'm gonna purify you. We have a new guy in here. Bye bot. I purified him by banning him. Does that work? I think that works. Stable limitless output. Against almost everyone else, Evolved's adaptation wins eventually, but Solar Fox Master feels spectrally built to counter darkness, greed, and corruption at their source. Man, we won. We won a battle. I still don't think we're gonna win against Evolved's final form unless we want to throw our two forms against his Berserk form. Do we want to do that? Do we want to throw the two Master forms as Berserk form too? We should throw one of them. I'm gonna put a wheel when we do that, but we gotta do our next form. Okay, it's time for Stasis Dragon Master or Ice Dragon Master, because that's what we're gonna say. The heck. I'm hearing things, bro. Is that a cat? It is a cat. God, I'm getting scared by these things. This is gonna be a big fight. Who will win? This is another extremely close matchup, but unlike Solar Fox Master, this fight favors Midas even more strongly. Ooh, favors me more. Winner! We win instantly. Wait, how in the world do we win instantly? Come on, high. The reasons come down to one critical factor. Ice Dragon Masters directly counters evolution-based combat. I He beats evolution-based combat. Oh, now I feel like we have a high chance against the final form. So, Matt, okay, so now we know my actual final form might stand a chance against Evolved's final form. And I want to create a fusion form between the two forms. I might, though. I might. Okay, well, here's our actual reasons. Okay. I don't like this one or this one, but this one kind of looks fine. I guess someone's family. Okay, this is our how we win. This form feels absurdly powerful compared to the earlier Ice Dragon form. The key upgrades are Divine level Ice Manipulation, Sub-Zero control over time and space, Frozen Time / the Sub-Zero Stop, Infinite Construction Construct Generation, Dimensional Scale Blizzards, Dragon Synchronization, Absolute Mastery rather than Raw Power. The biggest line, the biggest line is the cold is no longer a weapon; it is his will. The line it gave to me, which I actually am okay with. That suggests Comtruca levels control over cold itself. This isn't just elemental freezing anymore. It's closer to reality freezing, temporal suspension, environmental domination, conceptual stasis. You know what? I kind of want to face them. I kind of okay. This will be a fun one after we're done with the evolts. I want to see if the evolt form, not evolt forms, but I want to throw my final forms against each other, and I want to throw. I might throw every evolt form against each other, except for the final one. Except for the final one, because the final one's gonna win no matter what. Because it has all their abilities. I might do the same with my three weaker forms with Berserk, Solar Fox, and Ice Dragon. Okay, Evolt's turn. Let's see why. Evil Ice Dragon is incredibly dangerous. Adaptive evolution, regenerative scaling, destructive ice attacks, energy manipulation, is escalating power growth. In most battles, does this one have its own thing? This is just an actual chat. It is. Oh, that sucks. Okay. In most battles, Evolt wins because he adapts faster than opponents can finish him. He evolves resistances. He turns enemies' power into fuel. But Ice Dragon Master is equally bad for him. I kind of want to face the opposite evil forms with the opposite ones, like Ice Dragon Master with that, or maybe even the weaker ones with those. They'd probably still lose. But it's worth a try. Those ones will be fun ones, not the main ones. Those ones will be after. Sumeru is gonna wait. Sumeru will literally wait. I do not care. Okay, why Ice Dragon Master has an edge? Ooh, this one. I think this might be new. I don't know. Evolt's evolution depends on movement, reaction, adaptation over time, escalating combat cycles. Ice Dragon Master's abilities seem built around halting movement, freezing systems, suppressing energy flow, stopping time interactions, especially frozen time. This is a terrifying against an adaptive fighter. If Midas can literally freeze possession movement, evolution cycle, regenerative time, then Evolt's greatest strength gets interrupted before it scales. Fight breakdown. Ooh, ice powers. High adaptation, absolute mastery. Speed, extremely high. I don't have much speed. Okay. Built the same. Okay. Battlefield control. Massive advantage, moderate. Adaptation, stable mastery, infinite evolution, regenerative counter, strong freezing / stasis, strong healing, time space abilities, major advantage, limited. Oh, he's limited. Long fight scaling, very high, higher over time. How the battle goes, really fun. Evil pressures aggressively. He fights first. He hits first. Evolution quakes, rapid adaptation, Frost evil. Oh, that's just sword. Evolved saber attacks, energy escalation. But unlike previous forms, Midas Ice Dragon Master doesn't fight reactively. He controls the entire battlefield immediately. I like that. I love that. That's how I like to see stasis. He controls the battlefield. It controls the battlefield. Crystal Domain, Dragonic Glacier Storms, Ice Clones, Freezing. Evil is forced into defense much earlier than usual, mid battle. This is where Evolve normally takes over, but frozen time changes everything. If Midas successfully lands temporal freezing, sub-zero stasis. Hi, I just saw your message come in. I'm just Are you familiar? Your name looks familiar. You might have been in one of my streams before. I don't remember exactly. I'm just doing something with a fan make two fan make characters I did, throwing them into death battles using ChatGPT. I'm doing fine. And then I'm gonna be doing Genshin stuff. Oh, give me a second. Okay. Oh, looks like you're from you're a real person, not a bot. I hate single bots. Okay. Back to this absolute zero nova. Then evil. Adapt. Adaptive evolution may slow or partially halt. That's the first true counter to Evolt's gimmick. In game, if Evolt survives long enough, he may eventually evolve resistance to the freezing effects, but Ice Dragon Master feels optimized for containment, suppression, overwhelming environmental damacy. I don't know what those emojis are. Sorry, I've never seen those emojis before. I was just trying to see what they were from. Okay, that gives Midas a strong finisher window than most forms. Dragon Master Absolute Blizzard especially sounds like a battlefield wide whatever that word is free. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm Bill. I swear. Yeah, I know. I usually when there's a bot, I check to see if there's a like if it's AI viewstreamboo.com. I It'll either say suspicious or I'll click on their thing to see if it's an actual channel or not. Yeah, you're good. Back to this. Yeah, I win. Yeah, I can upgrade the counter. Okay. Okay, we're catching up. I think we will beat this next one. Let me get a spin wheel open real quick, because I gotta spin. I don't know. That ain't Google, bro. Okay, wheel spinner. Please tell me this isn't the one I already have using. No, it is not. Let's go. Good. Oh, just call it delete. Okay. Stay. Stasis. Stasis. Master. Dragon Master. Dragon Master. What is the other form called? It was Solar Fox Master. Okay. I'm not gonna show the spin wheel, but who do we get? We get, of course, the form we just used in a battle against Evolt's other form. Let's see, Stasis Dragon Master versus Evil Berserk. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Let's do that real quick. Type in master back here. Get rid of Ice Dragon and do Berserk. And we're ready to go and see who we win. This is extremely close, but I'd give the edge to Kamen Rider Midas Ice Dragon about 6 out of 10 fights. Here's why. Well, wins. Okay. Absolute battlefield control. Midas has abilities like, yeah, we already know those abilities. That's not just raw power, that is total environment. Yeah. He can, yeah, I already know this. Superior defense and precision. The Ice Master form looks calmer and more refined. It's a perfect. Yeah, Master. I already know a lot of these things. You know, we're gonna skip down a bit. Yeah, we're just gonna go to how the fights will go. Okay, how the fight probably goes. Evolve Berserk charges aggressively with overwhelming speed. Might survives the initial assault using barriers and clones. The battlefield slowly freezes over. Midas begins controlling movement and tempo with Sub-Zero abilities. Berserk breaks through several times and with Shearfirst. Final Clash. Oh, Final Forms. Tiger of Evolved Oblivion. No, finishers. Oblivion versus Dragon Masters Absolute Blizzard. In most outcomes, the Absolute Blizzard overwhelms Berserk, unstable power, and freezes the evolution energy before it can fully adapt. Comrade Midas Ice Dragon Master wins better because he has better control, better versatility, better battlefield manipulation, more stable ultimate forms. But if Evolved Berserk evolves mid fight fast enough, he can absolutely steal the win. So he could still steal the win. Well, we're now tied, but I feel like the tie is gonna end because it wins if we can beat the final evolve form, which all at the top shows how strong it is, but also how weak it is against the actual canon character. But hey, it's a top 10 character. Well, a top tier character, even though I use ChatGPT just to make the design because I don't want anyone, because I don't want to pay for anyone, or even try to draw it. Here's the info I came up with. Okay, we're gonna go starting with the other form. We're gonna start with Soul. We're gonna start with Solar Fox Master. Okay, let's see, and then Evolve Trinity Infinity. This is gonna be tough. Yeah, the legendary spot. Oh, I stopped it before. Can you keep going? Oh shoot. Oh, I gotta re-put all this stuff in because I accidentally stopped it. Here we go. This is the first matchup where I think Midas loses. I don't even know how to spell that word. Say that word. The severely Kamen Rider Evil Trinity Infinity wins around 8.5/10 fights. Here's why this form is another level. Why Trinity Infinity overwhelms Solar Fox Master. Trinity Infinity contains Solar Fox power already. True, that's right, I forgot. It does contain its power. The biggest issue for Midas is Trinity Infinity is literally built form, Ice Dragon evolution, Solar Fox evolution, Berserk evolution. So Evolve already possesses and surpasses the Solar Fox energy Midas uses. This is the master though. This is master energy. We beat the Evolve. We beat the base one. Okay, so I think how it works. Well, I guess it is enhanced because it has the power of Ice Dragon and Berserk, which means light attacks are less effective. Solar. Who is yelling in Discord, bro? Was Apple's once? Oh, Apple's got a birthday thingy. Just got this surprise from our new hotel. Oh, she's Apple's at another hotel. God, we're in Canada. How many hotels you gotta go to? I can barely read it. She sent the picture upside down. What even is that? Is that just like a brownie? The heck? The heck is this? What is? It's time to let me go. What the heck? I don't even. What in the? Okay. There we go. That's not helping me at all. Oh, here. We are delighted to have you here. We hope you have an amazing birthday and we truly memorable story. What story? No, that's a stay. Oh. Well, I guess that is right. Apple's is spending like 1 month in Canada. I don't know clue what it is. I think it's a brownie. Okay, back to the thing. Here we go. Where were we at? No, that's right. We're talking. That means let's. Oh wait, no, that's right. We were on to. It's like fighting an evolved version of your own final form. Infinity level scaling. Solar Fox Master is described as an eternal guardian of light, controlling 1,000 suns, ultimate solar resonance. That absurdly strong. But Trinity Infinity goes beyond elemental mastery entirely. Commands ice, fire, lightning, darkness. Stimulus exists beyond time and reason. Rewrites evolution itself. Movement that erases space and time. Omega destruction plus infinity acceleration. This becomes less of a rider batter and more of a reality warping versus a cosmic guardian. Uh, Adaptively beats specialization. Midas is a perfect solar entity. Supreme control, balance, offense, defense, divine light energy, but Trinity Infinity is adaptably to nearly every adaptable to nearly every spirit. Freeze the battlefield, switches to dark evolution. What are you talking about? He can't freeze the evolution. Overpower with solar eruption, absorbs and evolves. A speed blitz, infinite acceleration response. Dimensional slash omega destruction counters reality itself. Evolved's whole theme is continuous trans. Why Midas still does better. Midas Solar Fox Master is probably more disciplined, more efficient, mentally calmer, more heroic and precise. In pure swordsmanship and tactical combat, Midas might actually outperform Trinity Infinity temporally. And if Midas lands Dawn of Eternity at full power before Trinity stabilizes, he he, he absolutely has a path to victory. So I had a chance. How the fight would likely look. Here we go. Early batter. Midas dominates initially, blinding solar fields, fox mirages, light speed pressure, if infinite barriers. Trinity infinitely is pushed back. Mid battle, Evolve begins cycling powers. Ice Dragon Absolute Zero, Berserk Dark Oblivion, Solar Fox Infinite Flare. The battlefield itself starts collapsing from conflicting energies. Final phase. Midas unleashes Dawn of Eternity. Evolve answers with Infinite Trinity Oblivion. At that point, Trinity Infinity's evolution hacks and reality breaking powers overpower the solar purification effects. Final verdict: Kamen Rider Evolved Trinity wins. Possesses evolved Solar Fox abilities already. Greater adaptability, multiple element plus reality manipulation, space time erasure, infinite evolution scaling. Solar Fox Master is a god tier rider. Infinite Trinity feels like a final boss after the final boss. Crying on the inside. Discord's yelling at me again. Oh, Apples doesn't know. Okay, it's time for the. Actually, hold on. Let me change the scale real quick. We are no longer. That sucks. That sucks. This is gonna hurt a lot. Rise. It's gonna hurt. Stasis Dragon Master. My true final form versus Evil Trinity Infinity. Who would win the fight? Kamen Rider Midas Master. Ice Dragon Master versus Kamen Rider Evil Trinity Infinity. Kamen Rider Evil Trinity infinitely wins, but it's an extreme difficult fight. Here's why. Why Trinity Infinity has an edge. Evil Trinity Infinity basically the fusion and evolution of multiple ultimate forms. Ice, Dragon, Power, Solar Fox. Yeah. We already know that stuff. According to the card, he can command ice, fire, lightning, and darkness simultaneously, move beyond speed, even affect space and time. Okay, yeah. Rewrites evolution itself using attacks like Omega Destruction and Infinity Eternity Oblivion, which sound reality racing in scale. That means that makes him more than just a powerhouse. He can operate on near cosmic reality warping levels. what my what my but Midas Ice Dragon Master does better. Ooh. Midas Ice Dragon Master is still terrifying absolute zero manipulation. Frost time slash Sub-Zero stop, massive battlefield control, ice cleansing and crystal domains, divine level ice mastery. It's a straight tactical duel. Midas is probably more disciplined, more precise, better at controlling the battlefield. If he lands frozen time early, he could generally threaten Trinity Infinity. The designing factor. The issue is scale. Trinity Infinity contains Ice Dragon powers already, additional Solar Fox energy, Berserk evolution and application, infinite evolution and adaptation. So, Midas's ice abilities are particularly something Trinity Infinity already understands and can evolve against. It's likely fighting an upgraded final boss versus your own power set. Final verdict. When I don't even get to see winner. Kamen Rider Evolve Trinity Infinity wins about 8 of 10 fights. High raw power, great versatility, reality slash evolution manipulation is too overwhelming. But Midas' Ice Dragon mastery absolutely pushes him to his limits. Because absolute zero abilities are broken, time freezing is dangerous. His combat control is cleaner and more refined, but this would probably end with Midas dominating early slash mid fights, Trinity Infinity adapting and evolving past the ice control. The final clash between Absolute Blizzard and Trinity Infinity Oblivion, Trinity Infinity barely survives and overpowers him in the end. Okay, so it's a close fight. It's a close fight. But now I just thought of a new fight. So we have friends here. So what I want to do a whole gauntlet between my three forms and Evolve's three forms, not counting final forms. But I want to do another fight against Infinity Trinity. But Stasis Master Dragon, Stasis Dragon Master, Solar Fox Master are fighting against Infinity in Evolve Trinity Infinity. And if we have to, if this fails, we'll add in my Berserk form too against them to see if our three powers can affect their three powers. We'll also do the same on with the base forms as well against Evolved forms. Okay. If Kamen Rider Midas Who would win? Who would? How do I want to say this? Looking at the two teams, the the I can't put the first team being Kamen Rider Midas Ice Dragon Ma- Master and Kamen Rider Midas Solar Fox Master, and the second team being Kamen Rider Evolt Trinity Infinity. Which team would win in this battle? Here we go. Team 2, Commander Evil Trinity Infinity still wins overall because this becomes a legendary near apocalyptic battle. Ooh, this is good. We're not even doing the thing this time. The difference now is that Midas has perfect synergy between absolute. I guess it's, I don't know. Absolute control, Ice Dragon Master, overwhelming radiant power. Together, they cover almost every weakness the other form has. Team 1. Team Breakdown. Team 1. The two Midas Masters. Kamen Rider Midas Ice Dragon. Strengths. Absolute Zero Manipulation. Time Freezing. Battlefield Lockdown. Defense Crystal Domain. Massive Crowd Control. Rule. Tactical Control. Debuffer Freezer. Space Control Specialist. Kamen Rider Midas Solar Fox Master. Strengths. Solar Energy on a massive scale. Light speed movement, infinite sun barrier, illusion slash mirage techniques, purification, and anti darkness. Rule high speed striker, energy powerhouse, counter to darkness, evolution, corruption. Combined team potential. Together, the Midas Duo can freeze entire dimensions. Blind and purify dark energy. Attack simultaneously at high extreme speeds. Trap enemies in layered barriers. Combine stun plus ice for thermal shock attacks. Actually this is actually a terrifying combo. White Trinity Infinity is still stronger. This problem is Evolt Trinity Infinity is literally the fusion evolution of power on their level and beyond. He already contains their powers. Now, meaning he understands both power systems. He can evolve counter mid fight. He possesses space time level movement. His attacks are described as rewriting reality. Abilities like Infinity Acceleration, we already know his abilities. How the fight would go. Early fight, Team Midas dominates. The two Midases form coordinated beautifully. Ice Dragon freezes the battlefield. Solar Fox overwhelms with light speed attacks. Trinity Infinity is force defensive. Is force defensive. This is probably the hardest fight Trinity Infinity has ever had. Ooh, well, since we still lost, we're gonna be throwing in an extra member to our team and see if we can beat this down. This is probably we are set. Mid fight adaptation begins. Trinity Infinity starts evolving counters, adapting the Sub-Zero conditions, converting solar energy into Trinity power, using mixed element attacks to destabilize both riders. This fight escalates from elemental warfare into reality distortion. Phase 2. No, final phase. Affinity awakens. This is where the balance shifts. Trinity Affinity combines Ice, Solar, Berserk, and Infinite into attacks neither Midas form can fully predict anymore. This deciding factor is likely Infinite Trinity Oblivion versus Absolute Blizzard plus Dawn of Eternity. The Midas duo would severely wound Trinity Infinity, but Trinity survives through adaptation and ascends further mid battle. Final verdict, Comrade. It's a close fight. Trinity wins about 6 of the 10 fights. The Midas duo wins about 4 of the 10 fights. That's much closer than why it's why it's close. The Midas team. Yeah. Oh, most cinematic ending. Wait, this is new. Close outcome. The most cinematic ending would be Ice Dragon Master freezes time. Solar Fox Master channels and miniature suns. Trinity breaks the frozen dimension through sheer evolution. All three riders collide in a universal shattering final class, and the battlefield itself stops existing after. We destroy the reality of the battlefield entirely. We stop existing. Okay, so we saw that, but I want to see if these three forms could beat him now, since we know he still wins. All in all, if the cinematic ending never happened. I know this is. I've almost been streaming for 2 hours. It's just been me talking about this because it's so fun. This is fun. I need to do this more often. God dang, it's 11 o'clock. God dang it, bro. I missed 11:11. Okay. This is probably going to be the hardest fight because Berserk could lose control. I'm going to go up here and grab the thing I used. Here we go. The ultimate battle. Team 1 would more often win, but it's extremely close. Finally, I found a team cup that would win. Yeah. Here's why I give it to Team 1 about 6.5 slash 10 times. Why Team 1 has the advantage. Evil Trinity is basically the perfect fusion of all three Midas evolution that makes him absurdly powerful and definitely individually and definitely I'm gonna say. But the problem is he's still one fighter. Meanwhile, Team 1 has battlefield control, overwhelming range pressure, speed blitz capabilities, elemental counters, and combo synchronizations. The three Midas forms cover each other's weakness almost perfectly. Breakdown: Ice Dragon Master controls the control specialist. Key abilities we already know. This form alone creates a nightmare for Evolt because it slows momentum and controls space. If Evolt gets caught in even a space-time freeze or crystal domain, the other two riders can capitalize instantly. Solar Fox Master, the balanced god tier form. We already know his abilities. This is probably the MVP of Team 1. Solar Fox counters one of Evolt's biggest strengths: darkness, corruption, and third style destruction. Its solar slash light abilities sound specifically designed to neutralize chaotic energy. The Berserk, the Executioner. We already know its abilities. This form forces Evolt into constant defense, while Ice Dragon controls the field and Solar Fox pressures from range, Berserk becomes the finisher that prevents Evolt from stabilizing. While Evil Trinity still terrifying, Evil is still the strongest single entity here according to the profile. We already know this stuff. This final boss level power, he also has the advantage of undefined power, no coordination issues. Okay. If this becomes a prolonged battle and dimensional collapsing fight, or a one-on-one duel, Evolt can absolutely win. The biggest deciding factor: team synergy versus singular transcendence. Evolt Trinity Infinity feels like the ultimate evolved power, but Team One feels like three specialized god forms fighting together. But one of them is a berserk form. The other two are god tier forms. The tactical advantage matters a lot. How the fight probably plays out. Early battle. Ice Dragon freezes terrain with limit and limits movement. Solar Fox floods the battlefield with solar barriers and range pressure. Berserk constantly flanks and rushes Evolt. Evolt initially dominates raw exchanges. Mid battle, Evolt adapts and starts overpowering sections of the battlefield with its Trinity abilities. If, if an acceleration, Omega Destruction, Evolution Drive. This is where Team 1 nearly loses. In-game, the likely winning combo. Ice Dragon lands a temporal freeze slash domain lock. Solar Fox weakens Evolved's chaotic energy with a purifying light. Berserk lands a decisive reality ridding finisher that close at close range. The combo is probably enough to overwhelm even Trinity Affinity. Final verdict: Team One high difference. Team One 65%. Evo Trinity Affinity 35%. If Evo were fighting them one at a time, he'd probably defeat each individually. But against all three simultaneously, the layer ability and synergy gives Team One the edge. Nice. Okay, who's ready for all my Berserk versus Solar Fox versus Tasty Dragon? No, we're no longer doing the power forms. We're no longer going to go pee. This is normal fights now. This is just the basic forms. Here we go. An ultimate battle right here. Out of these three, I'd give the edge to Kamen Rider Midas Berserk. It's a straight up fight, but it depends on the battle conditions. Here, how I see the matchup starting off with the Berserk most likely win. Why Berserk wins? Berserk form is built around extreme speed, ferocity, reality ripping, dark lightning, relentless offensive pressure. From the profile, tears through space and time, Berserker levels cannot be contained. That's a massive power statement. Biggest advantage: fastest combat out of the three. Claw based melee like overwhelming Solar Fox before range control matters. Dark lightning attacks appear to biside conventional defense. Shadow Step suggests teleportation or phase speed movement. Berserk mentality means almost no hesitation. Weakness: the only thing holding Berserk back is control. A Berserk form often burns stamina fast, becomes reckless, leaves opening emotionally or tactically, but it is a pure duel. That aggression is probably enough. Solar Fox, most versatile. While Solar Fox is dangerous, this form is arguably the smartest and most balanced. Abilities we already know. Solar Frost could win if the fight becomes tactical instead of direct. He keeps Berserk at range. He exploits Berserk's rage and lacks of discipline. His solar purification counters Dark Lightning corruption. Why he'd probably lose. Berserk's aggression and space rendering attacks may overwhelm Solar Fox before strategy strategy can fully develop. Solar Fox feels like the form that wins long battles. Berserk feels like the form that ends battles immediately. My good form. Ice Dragon strengths, defense mastery, area control, freezing construct barriers, crowd control, powerful finishers like absolute zero. Probably against the other two, Ice Dragon is incredibly powerful, but likely slower than Berserk, less adapted than Solar Fox, more straightforward against Berserk specifically. Dark Lightning plus speed may shatter ice defenses. Teleport attack slash blitz attacks are bad for defensive fighters. Solar Fox survives the longest defensive Raw Berserk. The Solar Fox team supports ice overall verdict. Berserk will win most battles because his form is betrayed like a catastrophic evolution. Yeah. Fox is the only one who could realistically outplay them consistently. Ice Dragon is incredibly powerful, but against these two high tier evolutions, he's probably outscaled offensively. Yeah, well, don't worry. We're gonna be putting I'm doing an extra battle. We're gonna be putting the two master forms against each other. We already proved that the three forms are strong enough against each other, but I want to see if the are who would win in the master form. This is the most closer fight than the Berserk matchup between these two master forms. I'd give the victory to Kamen Rider minus Master Solar Fox Master, but only by a narrow margin. Okay, Detroit as a transitive form. Yeah, they're both pretty much that puts his offensive scaling like slightly above the Ice Dragon Master. Key advantage. Yeah, make him more difficult for us to lock down. Ice Dragon excels at battlefield control, but Solar Fox is probably too mobile to stay trapped. I'm going to counter his heat naturally counters ice. Ice Dragon Master greatest strengths is Sub-Zero control, freezing construction, frozen time effects, but the Solar Fox Master commands, yeah, three so far has he has all this stuff. Ice Dragon Master feels more specialized, absolute control, overwhelming defense, battlefield dominance. So it feels more okay. Pushed him. Why Ice Dragon Why Ice Dragon Master still pushed him hard. Ice Dragon Master is arguably more durable. Yeah, one of the abilities changes everything. Frozen time. If this ability truly freezes time and motion, Ice Dragon Master can absurdly steal the win. That's the strongest single hacks ability between the two forms. If he lands it, Solar Fox loses mobility. Ice Dragon can finish the Absolute Blizzard. The battle between swings instantly. We can see like what they went at. Yeah, power, yeah, defense, speed, car control, versatility, yeah. It could be a Fox is superior. Well, transforms. Okay, the final fight in the match probably plays on Genshin. I don't know. It's tired me out. I guess I got all the evil forms now against each other. Except for final form, because final form would win instantly. Here we go, the final fight. Till I make champions form. One of one of these three, I'd give the edge to Kamen Rider Evil Solar Fox form. Here is how I think the matchup plays out. Kamen Rider Evil Solar Fox most likely wins. Wins. Why? Solar Fox has most balance got to your kit. Having the potential is the biggest clue. That usually means adaptive solution of mid battle. Solar Regenerative gives him recovery. Evolve employs reality energy manipulation rather than raw. Oh, so that's what that is. Oh, so I guess I wasn't too off. I'm not saying like he can manipulate it to like have it in different places. He combines all this stuff. This is the form that feels like it scales upward during fights. Biggest advantage: he can probably outmaneuver Ice Dragon, outbreak, out adapt Berserk, and survive long enough to overwhelm both. He finishes his finisher, Infinite Solar Greed, sounds like a battlefield racer attack. Ooh, number 2. Ooh, let's go. Kamen Rider Evil Ice Dragon, strongest defense form. Why is Ice Dragon so is why Ice Dragon is terrifying? Ice Dragon looks like the control type monsters of monster control type monster of the trio. Key abilities we already know. If he lands a freeze/stasis effect, he could absolutely beat Berserk and even threaten Solar Fox. Weakness: he feels slightly less adapted than Solar Fox, more overwhelming control, less limited escalation. Against Solar Fox regeneration plus evolution mechanics, Ice Dragon probably loses the long game. Kamen Rider Evolved Berserk, most brutal close combat fighter. Oh, that's right. I've never seen that one before. What the heck, bro? He just. I don't even want to know why he's just throwing those heads on there. Okay. Why Berserk is dangerous. Berserk is a raw destructive form. He has blah 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 blah. In a straight melee fight, he may actually be the strongest physically. Why he probably lose overall. The problem is control. Berserk reads like massive offense, massive minimal restraint. That usually loses to adaptive genius Solar Fox or absolute battlefield control Ice Dragon. But he absolutely blitzed someone early, but it in a prolonged fight he's at the disadvantage. Finishing ranks: Evolt Solar Fox, Evolt Ice Dragon, Evolt Berserk. If these three fought in a cinematic rider battle, final battle, I think it ends with Berserk overwhelming the battlefield early, Ice Dragon freezing the freezing in, suppressing Berserk. Solar Fox evolves past both and wins the final clash with a massive sun-powered finisher. This has been an insane fight. I threw all my forms up against each other in some way. And I found that if I was to duplicate myself into 3 and then Solar Fox Master, Stasis Stasis Dragon Master and Berserk, they would be able to be in Trinity, but that's not possible. Unless they were display over fine. We have different others, but that's the end of the fight. I'm like, we can finally, and I mean finally, play Genshin Impact. Okay, there we go. I think we're all good to go. Let me get comfy in some sort of way. Oh, God, man, that was the longest fight I've ever watched or read. Y'all should be happy it's done now.
Miss Shawnee,
Mr. O'Hare.
go ahead and talk to her. Go on.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you... hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very before. I would... Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah, we came here but even so, we've met lots of people from different places. We have friends in
My apologies for posing my question.
Oh, Hatham told us you have your reasons. It's okay, we understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. Some believe in the Dendro Archon.
Speaking of which...
Yeah. Some people... Slowly, I just stopped talking to people, and then it happened.
You can tell them. I'm sure.
Alright. I'll tell you what I told... I actually have... Perhaps. It used to be louder.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have... But because we're in the middle...
There's really nothing...
I think they used to use it to treat an elephant.
Soon I got a week until the Fortnite the Fortnite live event. It'll be nice doing a live event. Hopefully Chipkin will be able to do it with me. If not, I'll be fine to stream it alone. I mean, I've done live events alone before. Just be nice, like, get him to help, like, join in. We have some fun together. It's at 7, so that's not a bad time, relatively.
Oh, is this the place? It's in terrible shape. Monsters!
God dang, that's a lot of early trolls.
Smash and grab! Fighters!
It all adds up. It all falls into place.
Ding dong, weather bomb!
Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of. The deception ends here.
They were easier to, He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look.
Hey,
patience. Shawnee says she only hears the
I
crying
didn't
at
know I'd
night.
be streaming for so
We have
long,
time to
bro.
work. Until then,
Only because I was reading.
I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he's. What are you reading? Let Paimon.
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, and anyway, the Paimon's. Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
there it is. It's coming from that direction.
So, at least we know I made some good forms.
He's not seeing anything.
It's from
Next will be
below.
Chimkin.
But there's.
Something is off about the interior here.
Next will be Chimkin. I'll make him run. He'll be happy. Hopefully.
As I thought.
Wow. It's like they tucked another. Oh, it looks like there are other.
This one up there and one over here.
Coming through! Sign here, please! Look, the rainbow! You're my target!
No more lies. Let's see what you're made of.
That's that! You're blind! Smash and grab!
Can't hide the truth. It all falls into place.
Coming through! Lash attack! I never leave him!
The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
No, I'm gonna finish this all tomorrow, guys. I think I'm gonna end stream here. I'll see you all later. I'll do this tomorrow. The whole Kamen Rider stuff's already made out. See ya.